Morning. Was everybody over here today? Was there a memo that went out and I didn't get it?
No, there's your stuff on that too.
Okay, well, good morning, everybody. And how are you this morning? Good, there's a bunch of you this morning. Well, today I want to talk about excuses. Now, I'm sure all of you have been absent from school, right? And have your parents had you write a note that goes back to the school that says why you were absent? How many remember that? What kinds of things? You were sick with the flu, you were going out of town. Pete? What else? Something you had to do and you messed up. Okay. And yes, darling?
I got two.
What are they?
One is one of the family members died.
Oh, yes.
They have a trip they have to go to.
Exactly. Those are two very good reasons. Well, I've got some here for you. I have some notes this morning that are good example excuses that parents have written for their children. Please excuse Josh for being absent. I forgot to wake him up. And I did not find him until I started making the beds. And by then it was too late for him to go to school. John didn't come to school yesterday because he was feeling like he was going to be sick. Thankfully, he wasn't. Please excuse Janet's absence from school. It was take your daughter to work day. Since I don't have a job, I made her stay home to help me with the housework. Please excuse Ricky from school yesterday. He spilled gasoline on his stomach and I was afraid he might explode. And this one's my favorite. Please excuse Mary for missing school yesterday. We forgot to get the Sunday paper off the porch. And when we found it Monday morning, we thought it was Sunday. They get worse after that, quite frankly. Making excuses is nothing new, is it? I mean, we all make excuses for all kinds of things. And they made excuses in the Bible, too. And that's what today's lesson was all about. One day, Jesus was walking along and his friends, and Jesus turned to one of the men and said, "Follow me." But the first man said, "First, I have to go home and bury my father. I've got to go home and do that first." And Jesus sort of shook his head and thought, no. And then he turned to another man and said, "Follow me." And the man said, "Well, love to do that, Lord, but first I've got to go home and I've got to say goodbye to my family and I've got to take care of the animals and I've got to do all this stuff." And Jesus said no. And Jesus did not like those excuses either. He said, "No man who starts to plow and then looks back is fit for the kingdom of God." Which means when you're asked to follow Jesus, when you're asked to follow God, like he was asking in today's gospel, what's your answer going to be? Yes.
Okay, but first let me annoy my sister.
No, well, you're not going to do that either. Yes, if you're getting the ask from God to say, "Please follow me," you're going to say, "Oh, yeah." Is that a yes? Hands up. Yes.
I'm gonna bring my sister so I can annoy her on the way.
You can bring her with you. Yes, you can. All right. That's all. Back to your seats.